The special Black Panther podcast is now live. I'm here with Adam Schneck and Gage Long.
Yeah.
We're just going to hop right into it. First off, I want to ask you guys, what did you expect going into it? Not before you saw it, what did you guys think it was going to happen? Don't all answer at once.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I wasn't sure. I kind of thought something about an Infinity Stone would be revealed. I wasn't sure, but at the same time, it still could be.
I think I saw something that it was that we missed or something. I think it was like the Soul Stone.
He said that like it fell with the vibranium. It could have fallen with the vibranium.
It's possible.
I think that there was an Infinity Stone in that original rock that hit the planet, and I think that's like embedded into it. That like when
you might have to like come over here because you're kind of far.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I just think it like embedded the planet with it, so it's been like it's like kind of affecting it because it's a stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still a gem.
That would explain why
it might have been like it's almost like mineable if it grew off of it or something.
Yeah, because what I didn't get, we'll just get back to the other stuff. But what I didn't get is how just a metal was doing all of that crazy shit.
That's what I was gonna say. How much of it was there? So it could be that Infinity Stone could have like somehow makes it regenerate.
It made it alive. I think because it's called the Soul Stone. So I think that's what made it a thing. Because like you saw that axe, like the one that spoiler alert. The one that Claw had, it's like there was just a hunk of metal. But I think that the Soul Stone probably gave it like all that glowing purple shit. Like I think that was part of like there was a life essence, and that's why I think they can make more of those purple flowers.
I think
it's like you had a little garden. They had to be somewhere else in the wild.
I know. Now is that burnt forever? Like how are
those were for sure.
Oh yeah, those for sure were. But
I think there's got to be more.
Somewhere, yeah.
Because like, remember that vision? They were saying like, that Panther god showed him the way of where it was.
Oh yeah.
And then they had crazy tripping visions. Like, yeah, I want to know what that plant was at the first place that was affected by it.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
I heard like in the comics that shit's poisonous if you're not royal blood.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why not everybody's taking it to get like.
They did
super
mention
jacked.
something about the royal blood.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie.
And I think that's the only reason that fucking Killmonger could challenge for the king spot, which means that he could take the place.
Royal blood, yeah.
Even though he's a fucking dirty cousin.
Douche.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. They were too lenient on that motherfucker in the first place, and they gave him that cool ass cheetah thing right away.
I know he got the gold, but that was his choice.
Yeah,
I would have done the same thing.
And I heard in the comics, Killmonger has a pet cheetah. So that was like it alluded to that.
Really?
Yeah, which is pretty rad. And the cheetah's name is Prey with 2 eyes.
2 eyes?
Yeah. You better pray kind of thing. I don't know. So we'll start with the good stuff. Pros. What did you think? What was like your top 1 or 2 moments? There's a good one right here. If you want to use it.
I thought a cool one was the fact that the guy Claw, like I remember he's in like what is it called, Secret Wars and stuff, and that hand is usually meant to like it can absorb sound and stuff. So like when he showed up, like there was this little stuff like he enjoyed sound. Like when he pulls up to that fight scene at first, like the bass is bumping like crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, And then when I saw his hand like do that like the blaster thing, like I was
you hear it? You hear it sound like Iron Man?
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. And then what's it called? Did you hear his laugh? Like kind of like his laugh like altered a little bit. Like it was like a different sound wave. When he was like going nuts when he shot that when the money went flying up and stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, his like voice like I'm pretty sure I heard.
I thought it was Sandy Circus being a wild man.
No, dude, it's
he sounds a little bit like Snoke a little bit.
Wait, you're not Snoke, right?
What?
That's the guy who plays Snoke.
Oh really?
Yeah, because when he was sitting in the interrogation chair, I was thinking like take that ridiculous mask off. That whole thing.
I thought it was cool. So I don't think he's dead yet because I think he's more machine too. Like he might
That's a good
look
point.
dead, but I don't think he's.
Nah, he's definitely not fucking dead. That's why they didn't shoot him in the head.
And plus, like I said, he could be used to absorb like energy and sound. That's why in Secret Wars when there's like
it could have been a plot.
Yeah, he's in Wakanda now too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so he's already behind the scenes.
Maybe he could have like planned that. I don't know.
They should have fucking mutilated that body right when they saw it. They're like, all right, we gotta get this bastard out of here. Take that. Although he doesn't have his hand, right? So he'll probably go get his hand wherever it is.
Well, I'm thinking like they got vibranium and shit there, just like
he'll upgrade it.
You could easily do that, or that's like. I mean,
you could take the Black Panther's sisters hostage. Be like, you better fix my hand, you cunt. Make it a little stronger.
You know what I always find interesting though is like little things that they think of, like in the very beginning of the movie where T'Challa or whatever, he picks up that little bus on the that little display, and like
it kept moving. It was crazy.
And he just like slides the roof off to see how many people are like who. Like, yeah, that's awesome and shit, but who thinks of these things in that in depth and that, like...
I want to know how far in the future they are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think we'll ever have technology like that?
Yeah. Yes, most of it, at least.
Yeah.
Especially, one thing I was going to tell him about it, but I waited. I watched this video from Because Science, and they were saying how the possibility of the suit, how it, like, stores the kinetic energy is actually possible. Because all it is basically... It's a better version of micro springs, because like it's like a nano springs basically, and it's just being like suppressed, and every time it's hit, it's like that. And the only way would be how to trigger it to spring open. Which is kind of interesting. The pulse.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. Like how like kind of with the vibranium and stuff like that, how they kind of control like the magnetism stuff and all that.
And that was a little blasphemous for that sister to make a Jaguars or Panther cheetah suit. It's like, well, I'm the Black Panther. I can't wear a different cat. Hide that shit. Put it in a closet. That shit was just out in the open. He didn't even want to be another Panther.
Which suit would have you chosen?
Oh, Black Panther. I'm a Black Panther.
Right.
And it's funny, I didn't know about White Wolf until after this, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, a White Tiger would be kind of cool. So I thought that would be way better, but a dog's cool too.
It kind of made me the White Wolf at the end.
Like,
yeah, I thought it was pretty. It kind of reminded me of what's it called, Ace Ventura, or I think they're calling it
the White Bat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if they're calling White Devil or something like that, but that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that
was pretty cool. I guarantee Bucky Barnes is gonna get an arm out of vibranium.
Yeah, he's gonna be the White Wolf.
Is that like a superhero?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like it's the adopted brother. Pretty much, like it was a guy who, as a kid, landed almost like Iron Fist, like survived a plane crash, but he was adopted, and he became the White Wolf with the Black Panther. There's a lot of like fucking scenes from the movie that were in the comics that cause I had no comic book history, like that Rhino shit when he like fucking steered it down, and like that's from the comics. Killmonger throwing him over the cliff. That's in the comics too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that those parts were insane. I was like, these fight scenes are intense because
I didn't like that fucking cliff shit.
Oh yeah, it was way too intense, and he had like that what was it, like a triangle chokehold pretty much on him.
Fucking that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, he's done.
Boy knows Gracie jiu-jitsu.
But then it was so strange the way he had him on there because the other guy could have been like, you know what, screw it, and pushed off and just killed them both.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he was like,
I was like,
why are you hanging? I was like, why are you hanging off of like, wouldn't you? I feel like you would want to have the guy hanging off of the cliff like this. You know what I mean?
Sort.
Instead of you being the one on the cliff.
Oh, absolutely. But he was already fucked up though. They were both fucked up because he got stabbed in the shoulder and shit. He'll take whatever submission he can get.
Yeah. What happened? I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Like,
shit.
What's that?
Sorry not to interrupt, but did you guys look into how you last see Bucky and what last happens to him?
Yeah, well, he's in that big tube, and then Black Panther takes over, and that's when they do the big shot of the cat.
I forgot that happened.
What happens? Oh, they put him in a...
That's right. After the Civil War, Captain America takes him to Wakanda with Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther says he'll take care of him, and Bucky Barnes is the one that caused all the shit.
So that's what she meant. Oh, another white boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Another broken white boy.
I thought they worked on Steve Rogers for some reason.
Nah.
I was like, oh, I guess something happened to him. That was the only person I could think of. I didn't think it was that.
I didn't like that. This is a con. I didn't like that. What are those? Joke.
I know.
I didn't like. And that with like, my hair back and forth joke.
It's like that's one you cut out.
A little forced. Yeah, exactly.
I'll give it a.
I like the sneakers. That was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. I give it a semi break because they live in their own bubble. Like that's like the thing too. I feel like it gives off like.
Yeah, they're in the future bubble. They should know everything.
But they still are like culturally like not.
Yeah, like I didn't.
I think it's a good thing for both. Like when they put it in that old building, you know what I mean? Like that at the end, like when the institute or whatever, the Wakanda Institute.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was good because then you get to have like those people like interact with like how people are today. You know, like imagine like the kings and all that people who actually get to leave the bubble know how it is, but the people inside that they live a good life and all that.
Yeah, Tony Stark's gonna be fucking jealous when he finds out how much money Black Panther has while still being humble as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how it's gonna go into Avengers now, like what you're gonna see of that, and
it's gonna be the Black Panther show.
That's probably how the movie's gonna start. Is like all the Avengers are gonna be like, oh shit, let's go check out Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean, this is nice. I can see this. I know I have a bunch of white tourists moving in.
I know, like put up a new Avengers tower right here.
Yeah, I like that line is like they called the agent a colonizer. He's like,
oh yeah.
What are you doing here, colonizer? Kind of thing. I forget the exact.
I forget how he responded.
Yeah,
but yeah, I remember that.
He's like, I have a name. I know.
What about the that other? Or actually, first, do you think in Avengers: Infinity War, do you think that Black Panther might like get all the tribes to come help him? Do you think that's like a possibility?
Well, I think Manape is a problem. I think he's a villain.
If the Infinity Stone is there, all the tribes will be involved. And when you say Manape, do you mean the big motherfucker?
M'Baku.
And yeah, in like the mountains and shit. Yeah. The snowy mountains.
That's Manape.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
I liked him. Yeah, it's funny. We are vegetarians. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're huge.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, you're eating silverbacks.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. That dude was pretty.
Oh my god.
Oh, you done?
What about the dude with that?
The guy who had like the suits. And
fuck all that cultural shit. I'm not about that. You can put that lip away,
now,
dude.
is his lip still? It's just like completely.
It's stretched out.
It's like
I think it's one of those things where you can stretch it over time.
It's a spacer for your lip, pretty much. It's like they just start tiny.
I wonder if that's the actual thing they've done.
Oh, of course. You didn't learn about that in social studies?
I would have been okay with them just doing like the
it's fucking. That's like that scarification. Like that's real as fuck too.
The guy with all the fucking beads on his like body and shit.
I'll look it up. Lip. That's like they do the neck shit. They do the lip shit. And you know what else they would do? They would tie metal coils around the back of their head to elongate it. So you get like almost the peanut head from like the Proud Family movie.
How weird is that?
What?
You said the Proud Family.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
I was watching that Tupac video and it looks like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, you could like serve yourself a plate of food on your
a big bowl.
Lip.
The cereal.
I know.
Oh my god. That's fucking terrible though. Oh, there's one without the ring. Good lord. Oh, I got. You
without
see it?
What?
Without the ring in it.
Ew.
Yeah. Good god.
It's messed up, dude.
Yeah, they could just like. Oh god. It's fucking terrible. Put a dream catcher in there.
I know, right?
Oh, okay, I'm out of here. God damn.
That was a rough sight.
Yeah, scarification gets worse. I'm not about that. A fucked up life. I don't know. What was I'm trying to think of all the. There's a lot of good shit in that movie. Those claws were badass. Black Panther was just fucking dope the whole time.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely sweet. Technology and everything, like
it's a good balance.
Yeah, I always find it cool, like the way the aircrafts look, like the aircrafts look like bugs almost.
Yeah.
Like when the ones that were trying to get away to like get the guns to the outer world. And
yeah, they look like Chitauri shit almost.
Yeah.
But like what was I gonna say? God damn.
So I guess that's the army that's running in what's it called in Avengers: Infinity War.
All the tribes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think you do see him in the back.
Oh! So when they're all running.
And then Michonne running with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Michonne, War Machine, Steve
I think
Rogers,
there must be
Black Widow, and probably Black Panther.
I can see it.
There must be an Infinity Stone there to get all the tribes to come like protect Wakanda.
I could see it. I could see them joining together, or at least I don't know. I mean,
because
there was 5, right? There was 5 tribes. I like that little run through they had. Cause that just reminded me they had the 5 arms.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
like they ran through the slaves real quick, and then they got through war.
I was getting to a point in the movie where I was like, so why? Like, what was the significance of this first scene with like the 2 people in Oakland, and then it finally kind of exploded.
Yeah.
With how I always get confused with how often they say like, I am your father's like son or something. Like, well, they just kept on saying like father, son, uncle, like this, and like just like mixing up who's who.
Yeah, I knew Suri was the fucker from the scene because he said son of like Nobu or something like that. I was like, I know another guy like that.
Yeah.
What does he say something about Nobu or whatever? Like when he's introducing himself?
When he does the king thing.
Yeah.
But before he says it, when he's the kid, when he does the lip thing to show Killmonger's dad that he was working with. He was a spy too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking rad. I mean,
I think with like real fast before we get off the subject of the Avengers thing, I think with that, I think he's gonna suffer the consequences of people realizing that there's a whole other country like untapped with all this like resource and shit, pretty much like, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're gonna get attacked, like kind of like you said, and probably if not come for the vibranium, or they're gonna come for the.
They definitely fucked up
Stone.
by revealing their location. They should have just kept that shit low key.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna suffer consequences.
They're fucked
of it.
now.
Like he's gonna know, like he like.
I get why he did it.
And I think they could put a divide in between Wakanda and shit. Like people are gonna be like, "We told you so."
Yeah.
And he's gonna probably get shit for being like.
I mean, in the end, they'll probably be better.
Thanos is probably gonna be coming for the Infinity Stone, if there is one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a cool scene when he comes looking for it. Like, it should be right here.
I know, right? Right, like they're above it, and
Yeah.
then they go to like land on it, and then they just like enter this whole new fucking city.
I wonder.
I want to know how you get in it. Is it like does it recognize
your portal, or
yeah.
is it actually that space that's like the cloaking space?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it like a cloaking thing that like as soon as you just fly through it, you're good, or?
That's what I'm saying. Like you thought, like one fucking lion or something would have walked through, and then or some kind of just strange.
I know, right?
Just a white.
Another
person.
lion got in, guys.
Yeah,
Get
white.
the fuck out here.
I don't know. You think? I don't know. There's a lot of like weird rules because it's just not Africa. That's the thing.
Right?
It's like I don't know
there
how.
a place called Wakanda?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Completely fictional.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole thing. It's like this really. I was telling Dad when the movie was over. I was like, man, this makes me want to be African. And then I was like, man, Africa sucks. Never mind. It's like it's either the outside what they made it look like. It's either like the Sahara or it's pretty shitty civilizations.
Right.
Like if any kind of structures, they look like paper houses. They look like the fuck. You remember the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton, and they were doing like that Brazil look over, and all these houses look like trash cans stacked against each other. It looks like Sao Paulo or something like that. It's how it all looks. It's all terrible. Everybody's riding
the
12.
Marvel movie I've never seen is the Hulk.
Which one? All of them?
Edward Norton one.
No, because the Banner one
before that one too.
I think I saw the one before that, but I didn't see the most recent one that's like kind of in the MCU.
Who is the actor of the original Hulk?
Eric Bana.
Yeah, no idea who that is. For some reason, I had in my head that it was Christian Bale.
No, he looks like him though.
Okay, I thought so.
No, and then I heard a funny pun. It was like because the first one was directed by Ang Lee. And they're like, you wouldn't like him when he's Ang Lee.
Oh my gosh.
Ang Lee.
So, you said something about like the 5 hands and shit.
Yeah, so there's the 5 tribes.
I think it's cool that like all 5 of the tribes kind of have like different.
We didn't really learn
whatever.
much about because I think
there
was
like
the
3
Rhino
tribes.
tribe, with the one with
the Rhino who had like all the shields, and then I guess what was that, like a boar or something like that for the guys up in the mountain.
Well, there was the monkeys. There was the Panthers.
I didn't see no monkeys.
Well, the man-ape. That was his.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying, is he a boar? Okay, yeah, man-ape.
No, he's a gorilla. That's because they had the gorilla holding up that shit when they were going to.
That's right.
Give M'Baku
That's sweet.
The purple shit.
Yeah.
See, and I don't think they would have had to bury him. I think they would, because if M'Baku was just going to take it, I think he would have just taken it and had those crazy ass powers.
But I don't think they would have named him. They were making him king.
No, they weren't.
I think
no,
the
there wasn't that whole
I think the
ceremony.
burial is only when you're becoming king.
Yeah, because I think that's when you have to talk to past kings.
Yeah.
But they weren't very clear about that. I mean,
I was expecting the so his name's Killmonger, the guy.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to go back and talk to. I guess his dad was never a king, so never mind. At least like
somebody.
Like yeah, like at least the dude.
At
least
fuck are you?
like imagine if he would have went back and talked to the dude that killed his dad.
Yeah.
You know.
You look familiar. I know.
Yeah, I know. Right? Who the fuck is this?
You're not T'Challa. Get the fuck out of here.
It's been like 2 fucking days.
So like that, just flashing back. He should have, when he woke up, he should have like threw up a little bit or something. Like, so he's not that kind of guy. Like, he's not the king.
Yeah.
He doesn't, like, there should have been something, like a side effect of going to that world, but he only saw his fucking dad's apartment.
Yeah.
That was.
And he
great.
was like royal blood, so I guess it didn't. I guess it affected him the right way or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. He was a fucking asshole.
But
it's like, why didn't he even want to be king if he's just gonna burn all that shit?
I know, right? Like you've been there for like 24 hours and you want to fucking rule the nation.
I think he just has like such hatred for like the fact that like he already had hatred for them pretty much just leaving him there after his dad died. Then they had one of the Panthers kill him, and then he obviously finds out all the stuff in there. But that's another thing too, is that like his dad must have had a shit ton of research in that closet for him to understand all that and realize there's a secret portal, there's a whole other place and he's never told anybody really.
And,
So
he could have found a team and then just took him over. I mean, it's probably better to start from the inside because he knows that their technology's fucking nuts, so he needed to be king.
Right. I mean, how would you feel though? Like, I don't know, just being lost somewhere or something like that, but you know you're like royal blood and you're heir to the throne, and you just come to find one day that like someone else takes.
He wasn't heir to the throne. He was just going to be a part of the family. He wasn't going to be king.
Oh, and he challenged him.
Yeah, he challenged him because he could. Because he wanted to.
Yeah.
But T'Challa was heir. Like, he was going to be king his whole life.
Right.
I don't know. That they could have been good training partners as kids or something. They should have picked him up. T'Chaka definitely fucked up.
I still don't get that. Like, how would he have ruined? Maybe the mother would have been like, "Where the fuck's my kid at?"
Well, I just think that the kid was already a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
From
as a kid, he's already a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, because of the area he grew up in. I can't even think of the.
Right. I mean, Oakland.
Oakland, yeah, he's already a piece of shit Oaklander. Like,
damn.
Well, I mean, he wasn't a humble Wakandan.
No.
He was playing ball out there. I'm sure there was a bunch of. Look at you heard the kids. Oh, we could sell this shit for scrap on eBay.
Right?
It's like they're all pieces of shit.
Do you think that kid at the very end who says something to T'Challa, do you think he'll?
He's
like,
got to be the fucking Star Wars kid with the broom.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
I didn't like they
he'll either be like a villain or
they did 2 times of those smiling cutaway scenes back to back. So who are you? And he smiles and cuts away, and then they do the fucking press conference, and he smiles and cuts away.
I think.
I don't. Did they ask him who are we? Who are you?
Yeah, he's like, "Is this your shit?"
I thought
your shit, man?
I thought in that press conference, I thought he was like.
Oh no! The kid asks him.
Oh, doesn't he ask him? He's like, "What can you offer to this world?" or whatever. Like,
yeah,
I don't mean any disrespect. Like, what can you offer to this world?
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't too clear either. He should have said, I don't know, vibranium. Said something real harsh like that. His sister's kind of a badass, though.
Do you ever see what he looks like in the comics?
Who?
Claw.
Kinda.
He's like his hand is like almost at the same.
It's like a bunch of like forks and shit.
Well, yeah, it has some of those, but the original one is like it's like a broadcast looking thing with like a beam in the middle of it.
Oh yeah,
it looks so cool.
Like he's made out of sound or some shit.
Yeah. After reading like Secret Wars, like that's like there's just all this. It has all those people in it. It's so freaking cool. So that's why I'm excited for Infinity Gauntlet. It's gonna bring so many people, and I wonder if like it would be cool to have because like vibranium is linked with adamantium, and they're like
it's the same thing.
They're yin and yang. Like one is like
well, there's different kinds of.
But one is kinetic energy, and what's the other kind of energy?
Well, there's potential.
It's another kind, and they like balance each other out. If they hit each other, it would.
Well, I think one of them is, like I think it's either, adamantium is vibranium, like there's 2 types of either vibranium or there's 2 types of adamantium, and one is another. Like one is the same. I think vibranium is an adamantium, and there's another adamantium. I think that's what it is. Because it is Marvel, and they were saying that's the hardest, and I think that's pretty much like I had to look it up. So I know there's 2 types of either adamantium or 2 types of vibranium, and I'm gonna go with 2 types of adamantium. 2 types. Come on, you gotta fill in this fake shit. Adamantium. I used to know this too.
You know, if I used Twitter more, I would make my handle or whatever the fuck it's called adamantium.
Ooh, that's a good one. Etymology. That's
Adam the Mantium.
adamantium is Ultron's outer shell, Wolverine's skeleton and claw, Sabretooth skeleton and claws, Lady Deathstroke shit, 623. I guess in some iteration. The Russian's body. Ooh, when he was resurrected, they resurrected him and that shit. That's pretty cool.
I did see a video. Comics explained that it is vibranium and adamantium. That those are yin and yang, but there might be different kinds. But those are the two base ones. But this is what the claw looks like.
Yeah, I saw one with like some fucking weird.
I've always thought it looked cool as shit.
Looks like Magneto.
With a claw.
Or I guess vibranium is the metal, and then there's an adamantium. Like it's like a manufacturer. Like once they take it and like synthesize it, that might be adamantium. So I think they're.
Imagine if Magneto couldn't like control vibranium. He can control adamantium, but like, what if that's the difference or something like that?
Because vibranium is more pure or something.
Yeah. See, that's what the two differences. Wolverine's side, like right there. That's pretty much goes to show. Wolverine's is made out of adamantium, and then what's it called? Captain America's shield is made out of vibranium. So when they fight each other, like it's just going. It's not really affecting either or because they're like yin and yang. Like they're two different things. Like they're the same in the one. I've seen. Like I said. I mean, I watched the whole video on it and stuff. And like those are the main two.
God damn it! Give me a fucking straight answer. I hate looking for one answer and I get a whole article about some bullshit.
Oh yeah, I know. Sift through the bullshit.
Apparently, adamantium can cut through vibranium. One of them is like a synthesized version. Like they I think it's like crack and cocaine. Like crack is the more like powerful version or something like that.
So just add baking powder to it or baking soda.
Jesus.
Okay, well here you go. Origins. Vibranium is a rare earth metal, but is believed to be extraterrestrial origins. Yeah, well, we already know about that. Okay. And then adamantium is, that's artificially synthesized metal. Okay. Yeah, it's just it's the...
there's two types of vibranium.
Okay, the process of vibranium, Dr. McLean tried to recreate the process bonding steel and vibranium, but was unsuccessful. This was the result of failed experiments that led to adamantium. Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah, adamantium synthesized. Yeah. So it's basically just a worked down...
synthetic.
Yeah.
But this... Okay, so... Physical properties. The unique feature of vibranium is that it can absorb all vibrational energies. The metal can absorb different forms of vibration from physical force to sound waves. The energy absorbed is stored in the bonds of molecules and in turn makes the metal more difficult to destroy. And adamantium is virtually indestructible. It is very dense and has survived exposure to multiple nuclear blasts. Adamantium can also cut through any material. To create it, the steel alloy and vibranium alloy are mixed in a melted state, then allowed to set. Once stable, the adamantium cannot be further manipulated. And the weaknesses are, while vibranium can absorb large quantities of vibrational energy, it does have a limit. Once Roxxon Corporation successfully bombed an island containing vibranium, the metal absorbed all the explosive force, destroying and breaking in the process, while the environment went unharmed. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, sorry, I stopped following you there. It kind of got a little crazy.
But adamantium can be destroyed when it is superheated to extremely high heats. The material itself can only be broken apart, but not reduced to its building block components.
Yeah.
I'm assuming just separating the steel and stuff.
Yeah.
But
you know what's really gonna blow fucking tops off? Because like we've only carved fucking Mount Rushmore, and then once they see that big ass cat, they're like, God damn, can you at least send a sculptor over?
And yeah, no, right?
Yeah, it's like, you don't gotta fucking give us your weapons, right? And just give us one of those artists. Because goddamn, they're pulling it off. Oh wait a minute, yeah, that lip guy was another tribe representative. I wonder what the fuck he was about. I didn't like him.
He's probably like a money dude.
He seemed like an overseer type of guy. Just like he was just there to like.
Well, I think he was. I think there was 5 council members for the 5 tribes, but there was the king.
Did you count how many people said we're not fighting?
What?
Remember how all the tribes said we're not fighting today?
Well, there was the fucking guy on Killmonger's right he's like, yeah, I'm about to fucking fight. I'm down. And then there was who was on his right. There was 2 girls on the council, I believe. And then Kilgore, and then Rhino
Panther
guy, and then Lip guy.
Does Black Panther count as one?
Well, the seat, yeah, the seat.
So it's 2 and 2 on each side, then 1 in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I could see that.
And I think they just switch seats whoever's king, because each tribe is represented. Like all 5 are represented by something.
Okay. Yeah, I was following that part, but that scene happened so quick. Like,
yeah,
you didn't really get a chance to fully see what was going on.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I guess we're just riding out now. I guess it's war. But fucking.
It happened very quickly. They find him, and then right away he declares that shit.
Yeah. He was about it. I'll give him that. He was militant. He was very.
And he whooped his ass. I mean, I hate to say it, but doesn't it show that he is a better fighter than him? Like, 1-on-1?
Well, he beat him. He beat him both there in the suits. At the end. So I guess it's a great equalizer.
True.
They're 1-1, except. Fucking Black Panther won.
Yeah.
They were tied, motherfucker. Although I heard there's iterations that, like, followers of Kill. Fucking Jesus Christ, this guy's name. He's like.
Kill?
Yeah, just I'll call him Kill. Kill's name, like, he was resurrected by followers. So, who knows? They could all be fucking brought back to life with all that Wakandan technology. I think Tony Stark is getting a new suit for the movie. I mean, he gets them all the time, but I think he's getting like nanotechnology, like Black Panthers.
Imagine if he had it like Black Panthers.
That originates from the Extremist thing.
Yeah.
Which I've been waiting for since I saw that thing. Since like Iron Man 2 came out, I've been waiting for that. I'm surprised that hasn't been more incorporated into the series, because that shit was it was literally a cancer curing thing. Like,
yeah.
It literally like altered your stuff to like make you better. And then he says he tamed it to fix himself. Like, that's why he got the shrapnel out of his chest and stuff. Because it healed him fast, and he had it in him.
How about fucking Stan Lee showing up again?
Oh my god.
He's putting in the work.
I'll just take these over here.
Yeah.
Keep them for safekeeping.
Scumbag.
Yeah. God damn it, dude.
Could have been worse. Hey, at least he fucking did something with those allegations that came out a while ago.
Oh my god.
Bullshit. Well, somebody just burglarized his house.
Really?
Not too long ago, and they said that. Well, it's either that or like his house, the keeper who keeps him, like, has been like beating the shit out of him a little bit.
Really?
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn.
Some keeper.
You know how many fans would fuck that person up?
No, Stanley don't deserve that shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
What do you do to you? Yeah. I mean, I still remember.
Excelsior!
I still remember when I shook his fucking hand.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
He's shaking a lot of things with those hands.
I don't want to look further into that.
Comics.
The pen.
Pencils.
True.
Shaking a lot of pencils in those days.
Pencils and pens.
Yeah. I've been waiting for a Black Panther movie forever. I'm so glad it came out.
I saw something the other day that Wesley Snipes was supposed to be.
I can imagine. He's good as
Black
Blade,
Panther
though.
back in '96.
Yeah, makes sense.
But then Marvel went bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't get it. Probably would have been alright. He's dope as fuck. But the budget now is so much better.
Oh my god.
What would you guys give it out of 10?
Well, I was telling him that I think it was the most, like, it was like, out of any of the movies, I think that was closest to getting like an award, like an award. It was just the most, like, for a superhero, it didn't feel like a superhero movie at
It's
times.
a good standalone for sure.
Yeah, it could have easily, like, the graphics in it, like the CGI or whatever, just everything about it was just on point, and like the story was good, and it touched upon property.
The CGI I didn't like was the Rhino.
And it touched. Yeah, the Rhino was trash, but it's gonna be hard to make a Rhino while you're riding it, and it has armor on it.
I think once it had the armor on, it was cool. that was decent. But like when they were just fucking chilling with it the first time, it kind of looked like, I don't know, it looked like a sea creature.
I mean, rhinos aren't a tamed animal, so I mean, that for being CGI, I can understand why.
Yeah, they're just not expressive as the movie would want, because rhinos just kind of fucking sit there.
Yeah, but regardless, I'd probably go with probably give it an 8.
I was thinking that
8.5.
So I was going 7.5, 8.
I'd go 8. Yeah.
Because I mean.
But where does Thor land on that same chart then?
It's like a 4 or 5.
What?
Yeah. I'd give it a 6.
Oh, Ragnarok.
Right?
If Black Panther's getting an 8, I'd give Thor Ragnarok a 6.
I don't know.
Because I think Black Panther was
I think that's a 7 then.
Yeah, I'd give Thor a 7 and this one an 8, and then I think.
I like the comedy in the Marvel movies. I just don't like it too. I thought Thor Ragnarok was a great movie.
Yeah,
I think Thor they do it well because he's an oblivious character, so like the humor in him, you understand it better.
Korg was funny. Get out of here, spooky ghost
dude,
man.
That was my favorite part of that movie. Yeah. I hope he's in Avengers.
He's got to be. He's a beast.
Who the hell are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably the way. Cause I mean, well, I think. What do you rate Spider-Man in there? I'd probably rate Spider-Man like an 8.
I'd give Spider-Man an 8. If we're all going off the Black Panther scale,
7.
No, I think Guardians was better than Black Panther though.
Oh, I love Guardians, but I love Guardians 1 better than.
That's why.
True, but I think my favorite Marvel movie's got to be what's it called?
Logan.
Captain America 2.
Still never saw it.
I think it's.
What?
Yeah, still never saw it.
That was.
I think that's.
I don't know.
That was Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah, I'd give it.
I
give that a
Captain
9.
America. I think Chris Evans' Captain America.
I thought it was too basic until after a while. I sat down and watched the first Avenger, and I even thought that movie was good. And then I had to watch
Well, the Avengers was good, but I think Captain America is just. I don't know. He's too.
How good is Winter Soldier?
Dude, Winter Soldier probably gets a 10.
I give it a 9 because I don't know if I've seen a complete. I'd
give it a 9. There's amazing combat in it, like just amazing action scenes.
I think Avengers is number 1 though. I think the first. I think it's gotta
be. When you see.
Maybe not the first Avengers. Age of Ultron was pretty.
I'm telling you, if you.
I like the first one better than Age of Ultron for sure.
Winter Soldier has the best fight scenes in it. It has a great story. It just it makes Captain America badass. The Captain America versus Bucky are just awesome fucking scenes. Like
I don't know, Captain America just seems like one big jerk off session. It's like, of course he wins. He's Captain America.
But when you watch that, it changes your mind about it. It pushes it, and it makes Civil War even that much more interesting. Yeah. And you like I didn't really like Captain America 1 that much. Besides, like I enjoyed Red Skull. That was the only part.
Yeah, he was fucking cool.
Like I was reluctant.
Maybe I'm just judging it off of that.
Yeah, I was reluctant to watch Winter Soldier, but I went to theaters and saw it. I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like,
I saw a little bit of it. Like, I didn't see none of it, but
I mean, I don't want to be a spoiler alert here, but like, I just want to say one scene. Like, there's this scene where Bucky Barnes is like chasing fucking Nick Fury and shit, and like, there's like some chase scene. Yeah, I don't know, but something goes under Nick Fury's car.
Yeah,
and puts his thing.
Explodes,
yeah,
right.
But then he does this thing where like his car's getting shot at like a motherfucker. And he just waiting until it's like you just see his like the armor going down, like it's like a percentage, and it goes down and it goes now, and his big fucking minigun shoots out of the fucking center console. He turns it and just starts shooting out the window and just takes out all these motherfuckers. And it's like it's such a badass scene. You're like, this is nuts.
I forgot about that scene.
It's like literally like it was one of my favorite Marvel scenes.
Bucky Barnes, he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be a villain. It's just the people, the Russians keep going after him, and they have this little like book that they read out of, and like when he hears
like all the Civil War.
Yeah, when you hear the lines.
Yeah, it explains it, and that's like another thing too. Like there's another scene in it where like he breaks out of it. You know what I mean? They try framing him to do something because they can hypnotize him pretty much.
Yeah.
And they said they did something, but he actually didn't do it in this case, and he's like getting framed and stuff.
You know what? Civil War might be the best movie then.
Yeah, Civil War was definitely a good one too.
It had everybody.
But I don't.
It's like if you could take one movie out and just that's the only movie that exists in superhero genre, I think I'd pick that one.
Yeah, well, I try not to pick. I try not to put those movies above the other ones because standalones I feel like are harder to be a good movie. Like I think it's much easier to say, oh, because all these guys were in it was a good movie. Like I enjoyed Civil War like crazy.
Well, I'm saying like if you had to pick one to watch forever, like one or not maybe watch forever, but like. There's one movie that represents superhero genres. It's like, what movie? What would that one movie be? It's not gonna be fucking Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fucking. I think Civil War. It's like you gotta get
It's either
fucking
Civil
Ant-Man
War
with
or-
Spider-Man, fucking Black Panther.
if I'm watching one for a good long time or the rest of my life, I'd probably get everything in there and take an Avengers movie.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
I'd probably go Age of Ultron just because I
think
really
the first
enjoy
one's
Age of
better just because of how I remember the first one. I remember like that's like the first like amalgamation. That's the first
one
like,
of my
big one like
one
that.
of my favorite scenes of like Marvel history is in that movie when
Age of Ultron or first one?
I'm always angry.
Yeah, and
that's
he's
one of the best scenes in movie
That's
history.
one of my secrets or whatever. He's like, I'm always angry,
Yeah.
and then just like he fucking stops.
He goes,
yeah.
That is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a dope scene.
I don't know. I feel like Captain America's just too expected. It's almost like not Iron Man because Iron Man 3 was fucking weird.
I thoroughly enjoyed Iron Man.
It was a good weird like
With all the suits.
he got blown up. Like his house got blown up and shit.
Yeah, I loved Iron Man 3. I loved that fucking Aldrich Killian. Like I thought he was such a good villain, and because then you also got the Mandarin in it. It was just
Well, he was the Mandarin. He turned out to be.
Yeah.
I thought Ben Kingsley like that. It was kind of funny when he was just well no I'm just an actor.
I
That
still
was pretty Australian.
I almost refuse that was actually the Mandarin because that's not the Mandarin that I knew. Because I've seen like in the comics like he's such a scary looking individual, like just like a wizard type.
That was the only thing. Whiplash was cool. He was underrated.
Only bad thing about that movie was the fight the shortest boss fights of all time. Like it was just it was next to nothing.
I was kind of glad though. I wanted him to fucking go my bird. I was tired of him by then.
Dude,
Hey, I know, right?
Him and War Machine or whatever, like
That pissed me off.
They
though.
killed him in the matter of like 2-3 minutes.
No, I don't care. I saw him the whole movie. I was like, you can go, Ricky Rourke. Like, I don't want to look at your face anymore. But like, I liked War Machine except for his fucked up guns that didn't work because of hammer.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that, and he had such a cool silver suit. I remember like when he first goes into the Air Force or he first goes into the hammer, and it's like he looks like Silver Surfer.
Yeah, the chrome.
Yeah, chrome. Yeah. Oh god, it was beautiful. And then they just fucking made it dirty. Which one?
Iron Patriot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
think it was at the.
That almost doesn't feel real.
Shit. Yeah, I know. But I wish is Hammer the guy who did the weapon deals?
Yeah,
that's the gun company.
But who is that? Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell's
I think
awesome.
Sam Rockwell should come back into it and like have some more sort of like weapons deal with something.
Wasn't he just arrested though?
What? Sam Rockwell?
In the movie, was he arrested? At the end of the movie,
he might have been.
I'm pretty sure he was arrested.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. But I mean, it doesn't.
But yeah, once you're in jail, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's jail is like.
I'm just saying, someone comes in,
a toddler, like they can.
Someone comes and breaks him out, and fucking he supplies.
Oh well,
that's the deal. I'll break you out if you supply my army or something like that.
Well, yeah, he got motherfucker out of jail, Whiplash.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, he got it.
That's right. Yeah.
And he's like, I just want my bird. That's all. I was like, this is not my bird.
This is not my bird. Iron Man 1 though. Remember that first
Revolutionary.
It was a good movie, man.
I was just thinking about the military, like when he's like, I don't want to see any gang signs. I don't want to see this on your Facebook. No gang signs. I'm just gonna throw it up. Yeah, exactly.
I do like in the very beginning there, where he's standing in the desert and he's like, I don't know, he just puts his arms
The Jericho.
up. Yeah, I forgot if he said Jericho or not. And like, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jericho. Oh, he was so cool in that, drinking fucking sakis and stuff.
His storyline. I didn't see Iron Man 1. I saw Iron Man 2 and 3 before I saw Iron Man 1. It took me years
You
to
didn't
see
see it in theaters with us?
I was supposed to. I was supposed to, and I think I had work or something, and when I finally saw it, I was like, oh, this is what the hype's about. I enjoyed it, because it's the first one.
Good. Yeah, I mean, like, with that original suit, that big, bulky motherfucker, and how he breaks out with, what's his face? I forget his name.
Which one?
The dude that's in the caves with him, that's helping him.
He lives? I thought he dies.
No, he's dead.
He dies.
He's dead. He's way dead. Shit.
But like he has that original flamethrower and comes out and just like, poof, and everyone's like shooting at him.
Yeah, the scientist. I know what you're talking about. I think he was in the fucking game too. I don't remember. Damn. Well, we're about to go up on 45 minutes. If you guys want to cut it off.
Does anybody have any last thoughts? We got what's the lineup coming up? We have.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can talk about that shit. I was gonna say like Ant-Man, like that's.
I'm just making sure we don't get cut off.
Besides Avengers, I'm really looking for
that.
No, there is none. It's in my memory. It's whatever the memory's at. Fucking FL Studios, killing me.
That's fine. We can do a quick roundup and finish it off with what's it called?
It'll probably make it to an hour, but
it's alright. Well, we got what's it called? I need to get a drink. But there's what's it called? Ant-Man and Wasp coming up.
True.
There's obviously
what?
That's cool.
Not yet. Just my clothes are right there.
What else? There's obviously Infinity War, Part 1. If it's even it's called Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so
that's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going in the comics.
I think the second one should just be called Infinity Gauntlet. Makes sense.
All right.
That would have been cooler, but.
Or you reverse it. First one Infinity Gauntlet, second one
just
Infinity
Gauntlet.
War.
Gauntlet would be cool, but.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Gauntlet. Oh, there's already one called. There's a comic called the Gauntlet. It's not about that. But
wasn't there an Infinity Gauntlet?
Infinity Gauntlet, but then there's one called the Gauntlet, where it's like
should do both,
the Grandmaster and the Collector each like summon like 6 competitors off the Earth and like six different guys, and they have to face each other, and they get paired up, and they have to go find like artifacts throughout the Earth.
I want to see Black Panther and Guardians mix it up because of the vibranium technology plus the extraterrestrial aspect.
Yeah.
I think that'd be very interesting.
Oh hell yeah! And plus, I mean, Captain Marvel's going to be coming out shortly.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's still in production, but it's going to be coming out.
That's going to be
awesome.
a great origin story.
Set in the 90s.
Yeah, great origin
It's got
story.
the Super Skrulls, which they have their own technology because they are like shapeshifters, which is probably going to explain as to why Nick Fury has one eye, and where the fuck he's at, and who knows, a superhero that we're watching now could easily be a Super Skrull. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Hawkeye could be a Super Skrull, or
his wife.
Captain America, his wife, fucking anybody. You know
Pepper
what I mean?
Pot 7. That's.
You never know.
Yeah. Coulson.
I would
love to see him.
No, he's dead actually.
Yeah, I don't know what this fuck is.
He's alive in the Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
but he's dead in the movies. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's why I don't even follow any of the DC shows. None of that shit. I like the Flash the first season.
I like.
I was done after that. I like the Daredevil. I like all the Netflix shows. Not all of them. Half of them. I like Iron Fist and Daredevil.
Daredevil was awesome. I wasn't a fan of Iron Fist. Luke Cage was sweet. Jessica Jones was alright.
I thought Luke Cage was just boring. It's like, well, he can be any. Like, he can just take shots. It's like, I don't know. There's no real risk.
That's how I felt about Jessica Jones. Like, she was just.
She's a cunt.
That's what I'm saying. Though. Like, all the show, like, not that none of it matters, but like all the show was like really just her hooking up with like other fucking people. It was like, at least the first couple episodes where it's like I'm not a fan of this.
I know. It's like Daredevil. Each of the seasons they kind of start off. Oh, and Punisher. I forgot about that. Punisher was
oh my god.
Yeah, Jigsaw at the end. Fucking insane.
You still haven't seen that?
What?
Punisher.
Yeah, I've slacked on that.
That one's gruesome. That end fight right there, like
fucked up. Yeah.
That would hurt fucking bad.
Yeah, that makes me want to throw up. Good God. It was cool though. Man, John Bernthal's a serious actor.
I know, right, dude?
Yeah, God, I just loved it because like I miss Shane from Walking Dead. Dude, when he died, Walking Dead died. I don't care.
Yeah.
The third season was good, but fuck it. I'm out.
No, when they didn't kill Glenn off.
Oh yeah, with that whole body scene, like when they were climbing over top, like everyone's like,
no.
Oh, when he was sick.
When they should have bashed his fucking brains in that last episode of that season.
Oh.
They should have did it, or they should have did fucking Abrahams and then fucking waited for Glenn or something. They fucked up. They fucked up. As a dude who watched that show,
Negan almost got me back in.
Episode.
Negan got me back in. I think he's.
I just watched fucking Negan highlights on YouTube.
Really?
That's all I did. I was like, I don't care about the fucking other drama. Ezekiel with his goddamn CGI tiger.
Pants City up
Get
in
out of
here. Yeah. And then seeing him in Rampage.
Oh yeah.
The Rock.
He's just even more southern.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's too much fucking CGI for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm not interested. I'm not. And The Rock's in fucking everything. He can't be all these characters at the same time.
That one corny ass thing he said about the alligator and the
That's
trailer.
all we needed.
Just when I thought we didn't need anything more or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, here's a fucking crocodile.
And here I was thinking, all we needed was a big ass crocodile.
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Yeah. Oh god damn, it's a crocodile.
I wouldn't be saying that shit. I'd be like, oh god damn, a fucking crocodile.
I'd be like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
I know, just take the helicopter and fly away.
We're just fucking flying to the sun. You know shit.
I know.
You know you're fucked if there's 3 animals that fucking large and they're not taking shit down. Like I'm sorry.
All you can do is just give it to yourself and just like hope you don't go insane, and then you wrestle those motherfuckers in.
I know.
You know jujitsu, they don't.
Could you imagine that's how it ends? Rock takes it. And
a rock bottom to these fucking animals.
Bigger.
Oh my god, that'd be nice.
People's elbow.
He turns into a bull. He turns into a Brahma bull.
Oh my god. Like how do you like I was telling him, I was like, they're like, don't take whatever his name down. He doesn't deserve this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he doesn't deserve us or not. This massive fucking gorilla is killing people and destroying,
slamming and knocking buildings.
Yeah, right after he said that, he had no reason to do that, and he just fucking
on the buildings.
And you know, there's people in there. Like there's hundreds of people.
Not everyone evacuates.
Yeah, I know, right? Big ass monkey.
Nah, I live here. I've always lived here.
I gotta get some shit done.
And I know, and The Rock, when he sees him in the cave. You don't notice how big he is until he walks out. He's like hearts. I'm like, dude, the dude is fucking quadruple the size he was before, and you're like, when he gets out, that's when you realize how big he is.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, Rob, don't play dumb.
So,
play dumb, you dumb fuck.
Did Jumanji come out then?
Jumanji.
It's basically the sequel. It's
Jumanji.
Yeah, I think it did, but it's like it looks just like Rampage. Like Jesus Christ, all this fucking CGI. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's either Rock's in the jungle or he's in a helicopter nowadays. That's all I know.
And he just jumping out of shit.
Because he was just in San Andreas. He's in San Andreas doing the helicopter shit.
That's why I thought he was like I'm just shaking it off. I'm just getting.
I was like, you could probably cut a fucking trailer and have all these movies connected.
Yeah, it's just one. It's
like
called The Rock.
A funny serious movie. Like you have parts of like him in the helicopter, then like him trying to save George, but then there's like the jungle part. Or is his name George in it?
Yeah, it's George.
Georgie.
It's fucking George. Yeah. I don't know. It probably starts off like the origins, like walking tall,
the jungle,
stand tall or whatever.
Oh, like Walking Tall and fucking.
They're the same movie. I always get them.
What's the other one? Walking Tall and.
The Rundown.
The Rundown.
Yeah.
Those are like literally the exact same fucking movie. Yeah. And you're like, all right, dude. Oh. Yeah, I'll never forget that. I mean, I like those movies.
They were good.
I don't want to, but
random as fuck.
Yeah.
Random as fuck, but one movie I am excited to see is the new Jurassic Park movie.
Oh yeah.
With Chris
Jurassic
Pratt.
World is great.
Yeah.
One movie I don't give a shit about seeing. Han Solo movie.
No, I think they're gonna ruin Han Solo. I think they're gonna make him a sappy bitch.
I could see him fucking up Star Wars. Period. Just oversaturating it.
Exactly. It's just I'm excited for it because it could be great, but
I'm excited to see the origins of him.
I'm not. I liked him being mysterious as fuck.
I'm excited to know how he came across Chewie. I mean, like, even though I read into it, I kind of know, but like, I'm excited.
I mean, that's the only part. They should have just made it that. They should have made it a Chewie Han Solo movie and not about this other fucking shit. It's like you don't need to have this. Crazy
I thought it was
storyline.
about Chewie and Han Solo.
Sort of. I mean, it's a solo Star Wars story.
I'd much rather watch
a bunch of bullshit.
I'd much rather watch like almost like an old Western-esque movie.
I'm tired
of them in
watching
space.
Fall in love. I don't want to see him fall in love with anybody.
No, yeah, I would rather see them have like a duo, like fucking like Western type of movie where it's just out them like shooter, like almost shooter-esque movies.
I almost got mad about Black Panther. I think it'd be cool
if it's like a bounty hunter movie almost. Or
that's what it should be, like some serious shit. That's what I thought. I almost got mad with the whole like relationship thing, like looking for my queen. I was like,
well, that's something they try to incorporate in like everything.
It's a Marvel movie and it's for kids, even though they said shit 1,000 times.
Who cares? I
don't know. They just overdid it because it's the best bad word they can say.
Right.
Like the pilot was like shit.
Shit.
Yeah. Hey man, shit. Hey, shit you. They just kept saying it.
Shit.
Good times.
Yes. Well, yeah, I need to.
Is that the Black Panther podcast?
That might wrap it up right there.
All right, so final scores out of 10. What do you got?
8.1.
8.1 from Gage Long.
I'll go 8.5.
8.5. What is that? Like 8.5?
Yes.
Okay, 8.5. And then I'll just give it a flat 8. All right. Long live the king.